Hello, this is AstrologerCoach Sonja Francis, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming solar eclipse in 22 degrees of Scorpio, which will happen on November 13th at 5:09 p.m. East Coast time in the US and 2:09 p.m. West Coast time in the US. So this solar eclipse is a very powerful new moon, which is also a supermoon, which means that the moon is at its closest point to the Earth in alignment with the sun and the Earth. So therefore it has more of a gravity and more of a pull with the Earth. And because it's a solar eclipse as well, which means that the moon and the sun are in very close proximity to the moon's north node, or the moon's nodes. In this case it's the moon's north node, means that this solar eclipse is very much about us moving towards our destiny, moving towards the place in us that wants, on a soul level, wants to have deeper fulfillment. So a solar eclipse in general is a consciousness upgrade. So it's a time when we're getting an energetic upgrade of consciousness. And so right before a solar eclipse and right after solar eclipse, there's sort of it feels a little bit uncertain, and we don't quite know where we're going because we're still in this upgrading process. So we kind of have to wait until the upgrade is completed, until we can really have more clarity, until we can really see what it is that we want to move towards and what it is that we want to connect to for the next 6 months until the next solar eclipse. So because this solar eclipse is also a new cycle of solar eclipses, because the moon nodes have just switched signs from Sagittarius and Gemini to Taurus and Scorpio, we're now beginning a new journey of solar eclipses. So the soul's journey is now going to a deeper place. It's more about connecting on a deeper level to our authentic selves and to our understanding of how we function emotionally and how we can connect more intimately to ourselves and to other people and share ourselves on an intimate level. So the solar eclipse, as it is on November 13th, also occurred 19 years ago in that same degree. So if we look back to see what happened in our lives in November of 1993, or right around that time, and to see what was important to us around that time and how is that related to what's happening in our lives right now, and where do we need to move to the next level, because each time the solar eclipse comes back to that same degree, we're being reminded of something again, but yet we're approaching it from a very different place because we have evolved since that last time. Of course, we're not the same person anymore, and so we're definitely approaching this same issue on a very different level, and we're growing and we're moving to the next level, to an even higher level than we did last time around. So we can check and see, where do we need to move? How can we move to that next level? And if there is a sense that we're unable to move forward right now, and even after the solar eclipse, if there's a sense of like there's something holding us back of moving to a deeper place with ourselves and with other people, then check to see what is holding you back. What are some of the beliefs, or what are some of the behaviors, or what are some of the old habits that are in your life that are holding you back to take that quantum leap forward. And if you find what it is that's holding you back, could you let it go? Could you simply let it go so you can make that new quantum leap to that next level of authenticity, and to that next level of sharing yourself on a deeper level with the world, with other people, and with yourselves? Now, the things that we want to look at with this solar eclipse is that because it's in Scorpio, and because the North Node is in Scorpio as well, there is a sense that it's very much about power. It's very much about what power do we hold inside of us, and are we conscious of our own power, or are we hiding our own power? Are we pushing it away? Are we putting it into the unconscious so that we're not completely directly connected to it? So we need to bring light and love to the places in us that are dark and hidden, because those are the places that help us to feel empowered. When we can embrace all of our darkness, when we can embrace all of the stuff that's been hidden in the past or that's been denied about ourselves, when we can embrace those things, that's when we can really empower ourselves on a conscious level. And by bringing these things to the light, by bringing love to all these things, we're actually making them conscious. And by making them conscious, we can deal with them in a way that we have choice about them. And choice is very important, because when you don't have choice over the things that are powerful inside of you, then you disempower yourself and you disempower other people, and it causes a lot of pain in life for yourself and for others. Now, if you have choice though, and you know that this is your power, and you know what to do with it and how to work with it, then you empower yourself and you empower other people, and ultimately you can move more fully into your destiny, into who you want it to be or who you need it to be here in this lifetime. So it's a really important process that we all have to connect to and all move towards. And so it's very much about power. It's about being truthful with ourselves, being honest with ourselves, bringing light to the darkness, connecting to our deepest desires, but also connecting to our deepest fears, because it's also where we are most scared, is also a key for us to see where we need to still empower ourselves. And then once we can find these places, we can really move into our destiny, into what we came here to do, into our full purpose, our full soul purpose. Now, part of that is releasing old beliefs. Part of that is releasing presumptions that we have about ourselves, about other people, about the world, about society, about other countries. So releasing all of that and remembering what we came here to do, remembering our mission. So ask yourself, once you've been able to release some of these old beliefs and old behaviors or old presumptions, what is your mission truly? What did you come here to do in this physical body and on this earth? And see, where can you take a step forward? Where can you, as an empowered person, where can you step into a more empowered future for yourself? Now, the key elements with the solar eclipse is that Neptune and Chiron are stationing at the time of the solar eclipse, which means that the energy of both of those planets is going to be very exalted, is going to be more intensified, and so those energies are bringing a very key component to the ability of empowerment towards us. And Neptune has to do with our spirituality and with compassion. So bringing a tremendous amount of compassion and just being present and acceptance to this process of empowerment and to this process of embracing our shadows, our shadow sides, and the things that we have pushed away and denied. Bringing that compassion to that process is going to be very important. And Chiron, of course, is the wounded healer. So bringing a healing process to our empowerment is going to be very important as well. So healing old traumas. So healing the things in us that have been there, the pain, the situations that have made us feel disconnected from ourselves or from other people. Heal those things are going to be a big part of this solar eclipse as well. And because Saturn is connected in a harmonious aspect with Chiron and Neptune as well, we really need to pay attention to our feelings. The Saturn part of it is, take responsibility, really take a good look and look to see where does the healing need to take place. Take responsibility for your spiritual journey and for finding a place of acceptance, for making space, to connect more fully to your authentic self. So this is really important. This is a really important part of the solar eclipse. And we really need to be mindful of our motivations that we have at this time, and also for the next 6 months, in terms of our power. We have to use our power wisely, and we have to bring love and wisdom to whatever needs healing or to whatever needs transformation right now. And so each of us on an individual level, we need to really take a close look. So please feel free to watch my Saturn in Scorpio video that I posted a couple of months ago, which is also on my website. I also wrote about the Neptune and Chiron Station in more detail in my weekly blog from last week's forecast, so please feel free to check that out on my website as well. All of that you can find, by the way, at astrologercoach.com/blog. The last thing I want to say is that if you do have personal planets or personal points like an ascendant or a career point in 19 to 25 degrees of Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, or Taurus, you're most likely going to feel this solar eclipse or this time of the eclipse or these next 6 months going to be more of an impactful time for you, where shifts and changes will happen. So if that is the case for you, please feel free to reach out and ask for a mini reading. I'd be very happy to look into your chart and check to see where the solar eclipse is taking place. And even if you don't have personal planets in those degrees, you can check to see where in your life is this shift going to happen. Where in your life is the solar eclipse hitting you to kind of give you an idea of where you need to make some changes, where you need to move towards in a more authentic and a more deeply committed and connected way. So have a fantastic solar eclipse. Please remember that this is a time of uncertainty. So if you want to start something brand new, please wait until the eclipse season is over, which will be at the beginning of December. And if there's anything that you absolutely have to do during the time of the eclipse, then please feel free to do it, but also know that the outcome of whatever you're starting during the eclipse might be a different outcome than you might be expecting. So stay open, stay flexible, and feel free to reach out to me for support in general. If you want a full reading, I'm always there for you. If you want to, connect to yourself more fully, more authentically, want to know your soul's purpose, all these things, please feel free to reach out via email to Sonja at AstrologerCoach.com. That's SONJA at AstrologerCoach.com. Or you can always reach out to me via my website as well, which is AstrologerCoach.com. There are several links there, several tabs, pages that you can explore and go to. One of them is contacting me, one of them is about my services, one of them is about testimonials, and another one is about frequently asked questions, and then there is also the forecasts for 2012. So you can catch my blogs and my videos on that link. All right, so have a fantastic solar eclipse. Stay connected to your intuition. Stay connected in a powerful way to yourself. Set some powerful intentions for the next 6 months, and make sure to set these intentions 48 hours after the solar eclipse. Give it some time, give it some space because of the consciousness upgrade. And make them powerful, make them about going deeper, connecting more fully with yourself, more authentically, more intimately, and embracing all these things about yourself that maybe you think are unlovable, and maybe you think that you do better without. But really, by embracing them, you become more whole and you become more you, and that in itself is much more powerful for you and for everyone on this planet. All right, so have a fantastic solar eclipse, and I send you much love and many blessings. This is Astrologer Coach Sonja Francis. Goodbye.